Hello, guys. So today we're going to jump into the Akashic Records to hopefully find out some information about the Pleiadians. And hopefully, if they feel inclined to, we might get a channeled message like we sometimes do. So, um, just a quick, just a quick one. I just want to say that you might be drawn to other star systems, but you might still have had a lot of incarnations in with the Pleiadians in Pleiades. So we reincarnate all over the place for wherever our soul needs to learn its lessons. So you might have more than one starseed family, depending on obviously how old your soul is and how many incarnations you've had. You can feel a strong pull to several different star families. So today, this is we're going to be jumping in and looking into Pleiadians. So I'm going to jump into the records now. Okay, so I've written a load of questions down, but I'm just going to choose what I'm most drawn to right now. What signs confirm the viewer's connection to the Pleiades? They're showing me, I think it's the Milky Way. Is the Milky Way the line that shows in the sky that's a bit pinky, like a sort of crack in space, if you like? I'm sure it is. Yeah, all right. So you might be drawn to like look up at the stars, um, like looking out for the Milky Way at night. Can you add any more to that? Yeah, they're saying like you might have like a longing and know that you're not you don't fit in much in this world. Is there any is there any traits that we can tell the viewer that's not sort of well known, because like these are really sort of like easily found? Showing me the colour red, but that's it. So your favourite colour might be red, you might be drawn to the red colour. Is this what you're trying to say? I think so. They're not adding anything else to that. So is there any more? Getting like priestess vibes. Showing me a figure that the face is blurred, so I can't see the face, but she's wearing like priestess garments, like a long sort of like really detailed cape with like gold details and what have you. She's wearing like blue. It's not too vivid, it's more like a knowing that I'm getting, but I can see like small detail. She might feel like a priestess, strong intuition. You might be drawn to like even just the word priestess. You might feel like you was a priestess in a past lifetime, drawn to work as a priestess. So is this what Pleiadians are known for? Are you guys like priestesses or priests, like in a spiritual way? They're saying yes. Something came to me, but it went really quickly. There was something about magic. You might be drawn to like magic or witchcraft. Is that right? Did I get that right? Just in and out really quickly. Could they be drawn to magic? Yeah, I'm nodding my head slightly, so that's a yes. Okay, that's something I've never really heard about Pleiadians, so that's really interesting. You might be drawn to like witchcraft, and I don't mean dark witchcraft, or you might be, so that's your business. But no, there's a lot of light witchcraft, white witchcraft, and nature witchcraft, hedge witchcraft. So you might have like you might be drawn to it. You might it might feel familiar to you, even if you don't practice it. It might be like a path that you wouldn't mind going down. But I mean, they were showing me higher priestess vibes, and that is like very, very powerful. It's like in the tarot, I always get like hair come up as energy when I'm sort of when they're confirming it's right. So yeah, like higher priestess card. Funny enough, it fell out on my floor today. Um, yeah, she's literally like the most intuitive archetype in the deck. So like powerful, powerful intuition, um, powerful abilities in general, like a natural affinity to like beyond what psychic gifts are sort of mainstream. Like there is so much more power in this realm. But with spirit, they tune you in slightly. They see if you're ready for it and if you're going to abuse that power. And most people with these powers are at that point where they don't even discuss it with anybody. They're just using it for good. So if they see for a second that you're going to use it um, for bad, they will turn you right back down again. So like this is a good message for those who are watching that have got like a natural affinity to like helping people and stuff. When you start helping people like from a compassionate point of view, they do start amping up your abilities because they see that you're using it for good and you're a good candidate. It's so weird. Like a good candidate. It's not something that I would say. Um, so this is them saying that you're a good candidate for these abilities. If you're coming from good intention, I'm gonna go off track. I'm gonna ask something that I haven't got on my list. So how can they? How can I word it? So it's really interesting. They've come up with this priestess and these like abilities. So how can we? How can we develop these abilities and put them to good use? They say, well, I could answer that myself, but I'm asking you guys. If you can give us a message, if you can give us the answer to that, that'd be great. They're just simply saying, just by helping others. But initially, like a lot of people watching aren't at that point where they can help other people at the moment by using their gifts. So, what advice can we give them for them to realize their gifts, remember their gifts? Because you've already got these gifts within you. It's just all about remembering. And that to me, remembering is by unlocking that part of your subconscious mind. Like I see the subconscious mind as like a huge corridor with just doorway after doorway. Have you ever seen the series Dark Matter? When he goes into his machine that he made, and it's like gateways to different universes and different timelines. It's like a huge, huge, huge corridor with so many doorways that we have to open. And just with like slight adjustments in our psyche, slight adjustments in what we consciously think can open these doorways. They're not always good, but close them ones and just open the ones that you want to open. So you've got to open that doorway to these gifts. All right, they're saying you just have to remember, you just have to know that they're within you. So, what's the Pleiades speciality? What are you known for? What gift are you known for? Like, is most prominent within you as a race or races? They're saying yes. Like Earth, we have many races. So, do you all have like different abilities that you're that you specialize in, or is it just like a a gift that is quite congruent between races. I can't hear anything, but I'm being drawn to healing. And it feels like they're saying, as with a lot of Starseed families, so what modality of healing are you most inclined to, or are you most adept at? They're showing me a planet and I'm hearing DNA repair. So have you been responsible for repairing humanity's DNA? They're not answering. Yeah, I've got a very neutral vibe at the moment, but I'm feeling it's because they don't want recognition for it. Can I ask what particular part of our DNA is like have you been responsible for changing? Like, what's the biggest thing that you've seen in humanity and that you've changed? First, I've got a feeling of many things. All right, let me limit the answer. What's the most recent thing that you've changed? Something to do with technology. So is that like technological advancement? I'm seeing like spaceships. It's like a huge like Star Wars type spaceship on Earth, like landed on Earth. Or maybe it's something that we've created. I don't know. Is there more clarity on this? Is this something for the future, or is this something that we've learned to develop now with your help? It's already on Earth. It's already something in development. So is this, I take it, this is going to be something that can reach like different star systems. Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting. That's mad. I couldn't even make it up. What can I add to that? What is your general feel about humanity? Are we heading in the right direction? Let's say we're heading in the right direction, but it's very slow. But due to the conditions on this planet at this moment in time, there's a lot of diversity, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different directions or potential directions, and not all of them are pointing at the right direction. I'm not saying this, but I'm getting a feeling of that it's a good place to come for us to learn because it is so diverse. There's just so much going on this planet. It's so like it could be so hostile, but on the flip side, it could be so like loving as well. There's just everything here to experience. So the soul chooses to incarnate here to learn, basically, to be catapulted through like intense learning, extreme learning, very quick learning. Yeah, they're saying that you don't get this on a lot of planets where there's life. And we should be grateful for the experience. And they're saying it's only for like the strongest souls. A lot of souls choose not to come here. Let me see if I've got any more questions before I'm going to make this one too long. Right, let's bring it back to you guys. So, what role? I'm going to ask, what energetic upgrades are the viewers currently integrating? I'm getting like unity, feeling more connected with one another. Energetically, in numbers, we're a lot stronger. And they're showing me you in a group, but the group feels detached, almost like you don't know these people, but that you're very close together. So is this that they're in like an energetic group with people that are close to them and sort of amplifying some sort of signal? Yeah, I'm feeling, yeah. So does this group, are they all transmitting the same signal, or are they a group of different abilities? I'm seeing somebody like amplifying somebody else's energy, and that person transmitting the signal. So we have people close by that are amplifying our signal, or some of you could be transmitting, some could be amplifying. This actually reminds me of human design. Might be worth checking out human design, because you've got I've not looked into it too much myself, but I think you've got reflectors, generators. Yeah, just have a look into it if you're interested. It's quite a good system. It makes you realise what sort of energy you transmit or that you receive, and like what your role is on Earth. So, what are the other? Because I can see about 10 different people. So, what do the others do? So there's different amplifiers. There's different for different things. Can you add any more to that? Any more clarity on like the other beings and what it is that they're transmitting? Hearing some of us are transmitting stable frequencies to other universes. Wow, that's huge. I weren't expecting that. That's massive. Some are stabilizing energies in the areas or countries that you live in. They're not specific with that. They're just showing me like you on a map with like a radius around you. And I'm guessing like everybody within that radius is receiving your transmission, whatever it may be. And what about the others? I don't understand. They're showing me a dinosaur. You saying projecting energy into the past? I'm not getting any more on that. Just like a feeling that some of us are projecting energy in the past and some into the future. Oh, it's gone. Can you give me that back again, please? Because it's literally, it came and it went. It's literally just about to relay it and it disappeared. Oh, it's not coming back. It was something about, it's like a passive ability. Because I was thinking in my mind, like, how can they strengthen this ability? And it just came and it just disappeared straight away. It was something about it's a passive ability. Um, but it was like once you're conscious of it, and then something else came in at the same time. Once you're conscious of it, and you're able to, it wasn't regulate your body. um, because it was a feeling, so I've got to try and sort of put it into words. And sometimes I get a feeling, then I'll get a knowing, or I'll hear something, so I can translate it easily. But this was just a feeling that came and went. But it's something about once you've learnt to regulate your body. It's just come to me. Once you regulate your emotions and you're in like a good mental state, you become more powerful, even though it's like a passive energy. And this goes for, because I see you all in a circle. Like this is like your team, even though you're not aware of it. So you're all there in a circle, all sort of there helping each other, like amplifying the energies, transmitting the energies, getting all the energy come up again. Um, so yeah, once you're aware of it and you're able to like regulate your mental state and your emotional state, you become a lot more powerful at radiating this energy, whatever it is that you're radiating. They weren't giving me specifics, so it's a little bit sort of ambiguous, but it's something that you don't even need to know. It's something that you just need to know, that you are projecting this energy to a specific radius. Some of you are projecting up to space, up to other star systems. How insane is that? But other, yeah, they're saying don't be egotistical about it. Don't. Let me unpack it quickly. Yeah, they're saying it doesn't, just because someone's projecting up to space, it doesn't make you more powerful, because everybody in that circle will have that ability. It's just what you've been chosen to do, the role that you've been chosen to do. And the worst thing you could do is like start thinking how powerful you are. And they're showing me the high priestess again, because it will strip you of that role. So it's all about passiveness. But once you know, and once you've been able to regulate your mental state and your emotional state, then you'll be able to transmit a lot clearer. Oh, this goes back to the what video was it I filmed recently? Yeah, message to light workers and healers. This sort of adds on to that, being like a passive healer. But yeah, 35 minutes now, guys. So I'm gonna leave it at that because I've got things to do. But peace.